Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and today I want to talk about the one and only Pepsi Zero. Now, this pop is amazing. It is perfectly crafted down to the last minute chemical, because that's what it's made of, I'm not gonna lie. But Pepsi Zero is easily my favorite drink to drink. I prefer the taste over Pepsi and Coke. The only thing I prefer more than Pepsi Zero is Pepsi Zero Vanilla. That is only it. And the way I make that is with like coffee syrup flavoring. I take a squirt of that and then put Pepsi Zero in it. Makes it vanilla Pepsi Zero. It's absolutely delicious. It's amazing. And I need to talk about this today. Pepsi Zero and why it's better than the rest. Coke Zero, try a Pepsi Zero. If you're out there and you say Coke Zero is better, go try a Pepsi Zero right now. Drink a couple of them over the next couple days. Go back to Coke Zero and tell me it doesn't taste like crap. You tell me that with a straight face, then whatever. But I can't even drink Coke Zero anymore because the taste of Pepsi Zero is so good. It's so good. Now I'll say this, always drink water. Always drink water. Water's the best drink for you. It literally is better than anything. But I would recommend drinking a zero sugar drink. Especially if you're like watching your weight or anything like that. I would say drink a zero sugar drink. Yeah. It is better, a little bit better for you than like a Pepsi or a Coke. And the zero sugar in it, it's just no sugar. It has no calories as well, which just makes it even better. And also another thing that makes Pepsi Zero better is the crispness of it. When you open up a bottle, can, fountain, Pepsi Zero, it is always more crisp. It has a nice, like when you drink a pop, you want it to feel something. You don't want to just feel like water drinking. You want to feel like a little bit of bubbling in your mouth. And Pepsi Zero does that better than any other drink, or zero sugar drink on the market right now. It does. It is a fact. It is a straight up fact at the end of the day. And it needs to be known. It really does. And I'm getting tired of the fact that people saying Coke Zero is better. The only thing Coke Zero does better is its marketing. Its marketing, Coke Zero's marketing, is so much better than Pepsi Zero's marketing. And I'm a marketing major. And it makes me even more mad to see Pepsi just sucking at selling this drink. Because they do. Pepsi Zero is horrible. PepsiCo is horrible at selling Pepsi Zero. It really is. Tell me one commercial you've seen of Pepsi Zero that isn't just the can going boom, boom, boom. It's terrible. With Coke Zero, they do so much more advertising. They have special edition bottles of just Coke Zero. They put Star Wars. They put Marvel on there. Why doesn't Pepsi do that? Why doesn't Pepsi do that? Why don't they get like DC? DC and Pepsi, match made in heaven. Holy crap. Do some similar things Coke's doing. You don't exactly have to do exactly what Coke's doing. Bring in like special edition cans every once in a while. But do something. Like, what is this logo to? This is the most boring logo I've seen from any brand. And look, it just says zero sugar. It's so boring. Nobody wants to drink out of this. Who wants to drink out of this? It has no flavor, pizzazz, personality. Like, what are we doing here, Pepsi? What are we doing? Now, currently, it is 3:40 in the morning. I just can't go to bed right now. And this was just on my mind. It was running through my mind. I just couldn't believe it. It made me more mad because I saw a Coke Zero ad. I just saw Coke Zero came out with Star Wars themed cans. Genius. Great marketing tactic. A lot of collectors will buy Pepsi Zero, try to collect them, and maybe they'll start liking Pepsi Zero and start buying, or Coke Zero, and be like, oh my gosh, this is a good drink. I'll just continue drinking this. Pepsi, again, what is this? What is this drink? I can't justify it anymore, Pepsi. I can't. I defend you with my heart, my honor, my pride. And you're gonna shoot the bed like this? And do terrible marketing for your drink? And again, you don't see very many commercials for Pepsi Zero at all. Not whatsoever. You hardly see any good commercials for it. In the can, the branding, it just looks generic. It looks off-brand almost. It's like logo and saying, oh, it's a zero sugar. Who wants that? The thing that Coke beats him on is the marketing. That's the only thing they beat them on. The taste is superior. Honestly, the colors of this are superior. Even the Coke Zero can, the base one, sucks. It sucks. I don't have I'll try to put an image of it like right here, right now in this video. But what the actual heck? Pepsi, you gotta step up your game with the marketing, because if you did, you would take over the zero sugar cola business. You would, because your taste is 10 times better. And my dad, who's a guy who hates zero sugar drinks, he likes Pepsi Zero Sugar. He's like, it tastes like a pop, like a sugar pop, but mixed with a zero sugar pop. Like he doesn't mind the taste. He'd rather drink Pepsi or Coke, but he likes it, and that's rare for him to like a zero sugar drink. So if Pepsi, if you're watching this, hire me as your marketing. I could come up with an idea right now off the top of my head that would be better than what you guys are doing. For one, change the can. Change the can. Make it back to your old design where it had flavor, where it had pizzazz, where it shouted, hey, look at us. We do things classic. We bring the classic flavor to you. We want you to try this. Not just like, it's Pepsi with zero sugar. Nobody wants to see that. Like, come on. I know I'm harping on this a lot, but come on. What are we doing? Sorry for getting a little bit angry there. Number 2, I would collab with DC or somebody like that. That would be awesome. Make special edition cans like Coke is. That's a genius. I love that. I love that. It is a win-win in every single way of the book. DC fans get a new can. People who just don't even like DC and like Pepsi Zero will continue buying Pepsi Zero because they like to drink it. It isn't going to just sway them away. And 2, DC fans who see these might try Pepsi Zero and they'll be like, that's actually pretty good. I'll keep drinking that. And now you're like, oh, we'll come up with an original new idea. Let me think for half a second here. I don't know. I'm literally thinking off the top of my head right now. So the fact of the matter is, come up with a new idea to sell this. Or they came out with the Bottle Lotto sweepstakes. That was the thing they came out with this summer where you scan the QR code and you had a chance to win. But the thing about that was, you had to enter your address, your phone number, your full name. They basically wanted all your information. It was too hard to sign up. It was ridiculous. I would do something of that nature, almost. Like kind of like a prize giveaway. And I know that's not an original idea, but I mean, I'd have to think about for a couple days to come up with a brand new original idea for this, for a product like this. But like legitimately, I don't get why their marketing is so freaking bad. Like, it is legitimately not good marketing. And with an ad, come up with new ads. Please. Please. There's got to be something else. Have like football players out there throwing the can, playing with Pepsi Zero because they want the can so bad. Almost like the football commercial back in the day for the 100th season. That would be awesome. Bringing a bunch of football players, old classic, somebody grabs the can, it's like last can Pepsi Zero, and they all like are fighting for the Pepsi Zero. That would be better marketing. That would be a good commercial. So yeah, that's really about it for today. And as always, have a great day.